Hi, welcome to the Memory Club podcast. I'm Vit.
My name is James. So today, today's TMI share of us, okay? So today we're gonna share our favorite candies, okay? So Viet, what's your first? Why don't you share first about what your favorite candy is?
So I got the White Rabbit, the chewy candies, and usually this is like a regular flavor, but it's with this one is a matcha flavor.
Huh?
So,
Never had that before.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of crazy you never had it because it's like a popular Asian candy.
Huh. Maybe next time I see it at an Asian store, I'll try it.
Yeah.
All right. So my favorite candy is sour candies. I used to love getting these like sour candies that you get at a gas station. I don't know if you guys know about these, but then they have these sour candies that you pick up with the tongues. Like you open up a plastic container and you pick it up with the tongue and you put it in a plastic bag. But the gas station near me,
Wait.
what's up?
You talk about tongs? What do you mean?
Yeah, like the tongue, like a tongue.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah. So like yeah, there's a tongue that you use to like pick up, and
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, they didn't have that at any of the gas station nearby me, so I just went with this. But I just tried some a little bit before we started.
Gotcha.
It hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna get a sour candy too, but this one's good too. Do you want to introduce our topic for this week?
Sure. So our second episode, our topic is going to be a time in your life that you were petty. So Via, why don't you share with us first what your petty moments are in your
Okay,
life?
guys. This is gonna be a hour-long episode. I'm just kidding, because we could be petty sometimes. Me and James.
Oh, I'm definitely petty.
Nah, I know you're definitely petty. So one time, and this isn't just like we're petty, it's just like someone in the situation is petty, right? Because that's what I picked. And so this one is a story that dealt with like an ex-girlfriend. So we were out in a bar actually, and I was with my friends and a couple of my brothers actually. We were just grabbing drinks. We got pretty good drinks, and we were just messing around. And have you ever heard of that prank where you kind of ask someone to like tell their fortune on their hand?
I haven't.
Have
Explain
you
to
ever
me.
heard of
Explain
that
to
one?
me.
Yeah, so basically you ask for the other person's hand, and then you're like, oh, and you're like, I guess you're pretending to read their like hand lines. So you're saying like, oh, it looks like you're gonna have a big house because it's this hand line right
Uh-huh.
here. Oh, and then you're gonna have like a car. You're gonna have a garage. You're gonna have a couple of kids, and there's a pool, but there's no water in it. So then that's when you like the person would spit on the other person's hand, and then there you'll be like, oh, now there's water.
What?
So I did that to my ex girlfriend, right?
That is such a
And
childish prank.
she got pissed. She got pissed. So while my cousin was actually pouring shots, she actually just took one of the shots and just like spit in it.
Oh.
And the thing is, at the time she was like sick. Like she was sick. And I looked at her and she looked at me, but I was kind of petty back. I was like, I'm not gonna let you like get this, you know? I'm not gonna let you have like power over me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I just kind of took the shot, and I was like, cheers. And I took the shot. That's pretty much
Damn. You guys are doing
pretty
some
much the story.
petty stuff, bro.
Yeah. So
So then how did you
I don't know what.
how did you guys end up resolving that petty situation? Did you apologize first or did she apologize first?
I think we were mad at each other for a good amount. because this relationship, it was sort of hard to, I guess, communicate and someone come to apologize. So it took us a while to apologize, but I think we both ended up apologizing like similar times. And yeah, it was over us, but I don't know. How would you, I guess, deal with this situation if you were in my shoes? Like I know you probably wouldn't do what I would like that prank. I don't know if you're that's like your type of prank you would do, but I don't know, what would you do?
Yeah, like you said, I wouldn't do a prank like that personally. But I've definitely said jokes or pranks that did more harm than I intended to, and
Okay.
I think this now that I'm a little bit more mature, I think now that I'm a little bit more mature and a little bit more understanding, I think I personally would have been like, oh damn, like I'm sorry, like that, like I didn't mean to like rattle you up like that or something like that. I would apologize, and I think that's like the quickest way to dissolve the situation. Um, Especially because like technically I did spit in in her hand first, but
Yeah.
like, but I would bring it up like in the future now that like it's all resolved, right? I would joke around with her like, remember when you like lost your shit just because I like spat in your hand, like. So I guess like in a way I am like a little bit petty like that because I will bring it up, but but at the moment I think the most important thing is to dissolve, like resolve the situation, get her to like relax. So that's what I would do. What do you think?
Wow, I don't know. I feel like that's such a mature like answer. Would you actually do that if you were emotional and you're like this freaking girl, like, like I guess I guess our relationship is like very playful, so I didn't think she would get mad, you know? So that's why I was caught off guard. But I could see why like she was mad at me, you know?
Actually, I think sometimes that's the thing when you build a relationship, right? Where it's like very playful and there's a lot of jokes and you roast each other. There are times where like certain things do hurt a little bit more than other. You know what I mean? Like there are certain jokes that are like, ooh, that one actually stung. But because of this relationship that was built on this like playfulness and jokes, it's kind of hard to be like, hey, that one actually stung. And so I think
Yeah.
when that happens, it's hard for you to be like that. So I think it's good to be understanding about it. I think it's good to be playful and have fun, but then it's also important to be able to understand, oh, damn, I did cross the line in this situation for that person, because I think everybody has like a certain trigger points. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had for this memory. It's like a short and sweet memory. But what about your memory?
So for me, it's also about kind of about dating. Instead of being in a relationship, I think for me, I get really petty when it comes to like that talking stage. I'm really chill with friends. Like I don't really get petty with friends. Like when we're playing games or when we're doing anything, I'm just like super chill. Like you do whatever you want. It's not gonna affect me. I don't really care. But when I do get petty is like when I'm talking to a girl, like I'm texting her or something, and it's not like we're dating yet. Like she has no obligation or anything. But when I'm texting, and sometimes this is like so petty. So okay, all you guys out there, like don't lie if you haven't felt this way before. But it's like when I text a girl something, right? And like I put like hella effort into this text, like it's supposed to be funny or some shit. And she hasn't read it, right? She hasn't read it or anything. But then I see her online, like I see her on like online or like Instagram or Facebook, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, this girl did not just like kept me ignored. So like I get hella petty. So next time she recent and she actually texts me, I like take like hella days to reply to her, or I or I like half-ass my answer, and then what what gets me like a little bit resolved from this pettiness is either if she puts like a little bit more effort in the conversation, then I'm like, all right, now we're even. What about you? Do you ever
Okay,
feel that way?
so I do. Yeah, I guess I do. I pretty much do something similar in a sense, but I think it's funny because I just feel like yeah, like like you text them and then say like they post a story or something
Yeah,
and then like you feel
dude,
you feel like
that's the worst.
you feel like oh that story was like it's just a joke but like oh that story was more important than me kind of thing like yeah it's
Exactly.
just a joke but like but like oh you got time to post the story but not answer a text or something like that. I could see that,
Exactly. It's like you got
but
time to post, come up with a freaking witty ass caption, and find the right filter for it, but you can't just be like, oh, like just text me, okay, lol, or something like that, bro. Like, come on, you know? So,
oh wait, you like a one word text? I don't actually don't like
you know,
that.
I actually prefer like a okay, lol than like zero text. Because to me, it's like a conclusion of the conversation. Like, if they don't say
Okay.
anything, then it just feels like I'm just like left out there. But if they say okay, lol, then I'm just like, okay, you don't want to talk to me. You know, it's like a clear sign or something. You know, it's like a conclusion to
It's
this.
closure for
It's like,
you. It's closure.
exactly. I get a
It's closure.
closure for my freaking me just like looking at my phone all day. I'm just like, and then if she said okay,
Oh my
lol, then I'm
gosh,
just like, all
dude.
right, I can put my phone down. You know?
I think so. You just kind of like retaliate back. Do they ever, I guess, pick it up? Like, oh, this guy's doing something similar I do to him.
Hmm. I hope not. um,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
think
Like, do you think?
honestly, I think here's the thing. I think as a person that forgets to reply to people, I think most people when they don't reply to other people are not necessarily like really like a malintention. You know, it's more like I'm actually out doing something, and me posting stories like yeah, I'm out doing something. It's like I'm out doing something with my friends or something. So like I'll reply to you when I have time, or you know. So I think they don't realize because they don't really intentionally do it. I think if they were to intentionally do it, then they would realize. Because if they were purposely trying to make me like feel like on edge because like oh I'm not gonna reply to him on purpose and post stories on my Instagram so that he knows I'm
But
not replying to
I
him.
feel like sometimes people do that. You know
Then
what I'm saying?
shit, I got played. I got fucking played. But
Also,
go on.
go ahead. Oh, so also I also see that sometimes it's like a snowballing effect where like that person would do like maybe text a little later and then okay say you text a little later and then they start texting a lot later and then the conversation just kind of fizzles out because of that.
I definitely get you on that. That definitely happens. I think that's when you really know if you're interested. I think if you're really interested in keeping the conversation going, you get over the pettiness eventually. I think part of the pettiness is just to because I want your attention but you're not giving it to me, so I'm being petty. But if you do really want that attention or if you really want to maintain a relationship, you do just be like try to bring it back, you know? Because you should mix it up. Like you should like do a long but then when you feel like it's like right time, like you feel like, oh I have something interesting to talk about, and then maybe they're free too. Then you like get that back to back conversation going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like if it does fizzle out, maybe you guys aren't compatible, or maybe it's just the spark isn't there, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Or it's just bad timing. So maybe like you hit them up again like a month later or something like that, you know, and maybe they're in a good mood. So when you hit them up, they're like, "Hey, like I'm in a good mood. I want to talk to him." Shit, I don't know,
you
but
sound like you talking from experience. You
bro,
talking from experience.
dude, this is what happens when an overthinker starts to text. Okay, this is why, dude. But I feel like I've gotten better at it over the years. Now that I'm getting older, um, I've definitely tried to not like wait for text anymore. It just I think it's also naturally doesn't bug me as much anymore as it did when I was younger. I think younger James was definitely like check phone. 5 seconds later, check phone again. 20 seconds, check phone again, or any kind of like a notification sound. I'm like, oh, check it, you know. But I think over the years, I definitely got better at just like relaxing a little bit more, just like not caring about it as much.
So you don't like check the phone and you're like, ah, it's just my bank. It's just my bank telling me, automatic payment went through. You know?
Uh,
You ever
what?
you ever had a false alarm where it's
Oh,
like, oh, she texts me, and then like it's just your bank, or like automatic text message saying like your prescription's ready or something. I don't know.
yeah,
You
definitely.
know what I'm
Like
talking about
you know
or
how
no?
sometimes you're in a group chat with friends, and they're like sometimes spamming
Okay.
messages, right? So I'm just like, there's one
Okay.
time where I'm just like checking, checking because they're constantly reading because they're like having a long conversation for like an hour long, and I'm just like checking, and it's not the person that I'm waiting for. So it gets annoyed. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna turn off the notification because like I don't want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from somebody else. All right, so I do
Oh, I
that,
see. I see. I see.
but I got better at it. Okay, guys, I know I sound like hella petty and like a loser, but I swear I got better at it. All right.
What?
Bro, maybe this was a bad idea to share. I'm just like putting myself in a gutter.
Yeah, I don't know about these topics. I think we need a, you know,
You know, it's okay. Once you meet me in
like
person, once you meet
this
me in
is a cat
person,
character assassination for James.
no, no. Once you meet me in person, you know I'm I'm pretty decent. All right, cool. Anyway, so I think that's it for today's topic about just being petty in our life. Any other remark you want to make?
No, that's pretty much it. It was a good topic. Just to, I guess, talk about, kind of the relationships that we've been in and the position, how we resolve it, things like that. I feel like that was good.
All right, sounds good. All right, we'll catch you next time.
And we're the Memory Club podcast. Thanks for listening. Peace.